Hi everyone, welcome back to Earl Grey Books. I'm Ellie and today I'm doing a quick little bookshelf tour of my non-fiction shelf. So we're just going to get straight into it. Okay, so this is my shelf here. Today I'm just going to be showing you my TBR books and I'm going to do a separate video on the few red books that you can kind of see as we pan down. They're right down the bottom, there's only a few of them. Just while I kind of reorganize my shelves. So I've kind of got here essay collections going into literary criticism, psychology, disability, mental health, into feminism just there. Just pause on that for a bit. Then I kind of have my current affairs, 2 books there, some biographies and autobiographies into art, mythology, a little bit of philosophy into history. I have quite a few history books I didn't realise. And then I kind of at the end there have just a bunch of random books that don't really fit into any of these categories. And yeah, these are my comics and my red ones, and then just some random books there. This is Adult Fantasy by Bryony Doyle. This is essay collections about being an adult. This is How to Write an Autobiographical Novel by Alexander Chee. This is personal essays. The Lady and Her Monsters by Roseanne Montiello. This is about the life of the real Dr. Frankenstein and the creation of Mary Shelley's book. Interpreting Young Adult Literature by John Noel Moore. I think this one is pretty self-explanatory. So We Read On by Maureen Corrigan, which is about The Great Gatsby. Letters Home by Sylvia Plath. Again, pretty self-explanatory there, I think. The Daphne du Maurier Companion by Helen Taylor. Again, yeah. Sons of Cain by Peter Vronsky. This is a history of serial killers. The Social Sex by Marilyn Yalom. This is about female friendship and how it's changed over history. This is Cryptiques by Caitlin Wood. This is about disability studies. Imperfect by Lee Kaufman, which is about the human body. It's a little bit about disability and a little bit not. Wasted by Maria Hornbacher. This is about the author's experience living with an eating disorder. And I believe she kind of wrote it as a way of helping others. The Autistic Brain by Temple Grandin and Richard Panek. Neurotribes by Steve Silberman. These last 2 books are both about autism. This one's kind of history and also present day. Betraying Big Brother by Lessa Hong Fincher, as it says, feminism. Rise and Resist, How to Change the World by Claire Press. Fight Like a Girl by Clementine Ford. Untrue by Wednesday Martin. Why Nearly Everything We Believe About Women and Lust and Infidelity is Untrue. Inferior by Angela Sanini, which is about women in STEM. Women, Race and Class by Angela Y. Davis. Again, pretty self-explanatory. The Colonial Fantasy by Sarah Madison. Landscapes for Politics by Rebecca Solnit. Becoming by the wonderful Michelle Obama. Agatha Christie's Murder in the Making by John Curran. This is a biography and stories. Yes Please by Amy Poehler. I bought a bunch of these secondhand, so they still have stickers on. I Am by Maggie Yerf. The Woman Warrior by Maxine Hong Kingston. Falling Leaves by Adeline Yen Ma. This is kind of the adult version of Chinese Cinderella, which I read in high school. The White Mouse by Nancy Wake. This is a biography of a spy for the British government in World War II. Mum and Me and Mum by Maya Angelou, as well as I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings by Maya Angelou. Testament of Youth by Vera Brittain. This is her experiences as a nurse in World War One. Vivian Mayer by Pamela Banos. This is a biography of a photographer that I really, really like. Weekends with O'Keeffe by C.S. Merrill. This is a kind of a biography of her time with Georgia O'Keeffe. This is a book that I got from the Museum of Modern Art, just about the highlights within the museum. Beyond Good and Evil by Frederick, I can't say his last name. I was supposed to read this one at uni but didn't. The Greek Way and The Roman Way to Western Civilization. These are a bit old, so I had to hold this one up so it wouldn't fall. And Mythology, all of them by Edith Hamilton. The Hanging of Angelique by Ufa Cooper, I think. Ellie by Livia E. Bitten Jackson. 100 Great Lives. My pa actually gave me this book years and years ago. The Western Front Diaries by Jonathan King. This is a collection of letters and things from Australian soldiers during World War I, especially Gallipoli. A People's Tragedy by Orlando Figet, which is Russian Revolution. In Search of Mary Shelley by Fiona Sampson, which of course is about Mary Shelley's life and what led her to write Frankenstein. The Women of Cousins War by Philippa Gregory, David Baldwin and Michael Jones. They each write a essay about the different women involved in this war. Joan of Arc by Helen Castor, which of course is about Joan of Arc. Sagaland by Richard Fidler and Carrie Gislason. This is about Iceland and mythology and their friendship. Greek to Me by Mary Norris, which is kind of a mix of different things. I talked about it in my recent book haul. Citizens by Simon Sharma. This is about the French Revolution. Mary, Queen of Scots by John Guy, and this is the movie tie-in edition. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. This is the beautiful Kiki K limited edition copy. This is a chapter sampler of 7 Deadly Sins by Mikey Robbins, which is about the 7 Deadly Sins and food. Travels by Michael Crichton, which is a kind of travel diary that he wrote. Wardrobe Crisis, How We Went from Sunday Best to Fast Fashion by Claire Press. The Little Book of Luca, I think is how you say it, by Mick Viking, I don't know. Mad Girl's Love Song by Andrew Wilson, which is Sylvia Plath and Life Before Ted Hughes. And Expletives, Deleted by Angela Carter. Okay, that's the tour. Let me know if you've read any of the books on my TBR. As I mentioned, I will hopefully be doing a more in-depth video of my read portion. I still have to go through my other bookshelf and pick out a few, so that'll be coming maybe in a few months' time. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in a few days with my Owls wrap up. Thanks for watching. Bye.